Let's start this countdown with an obvious fact about our largest gas giant. Number 10. King of the Solar System. Let's face it, there's no contest here. Jupiter is the undisputed heavyweight champion of our planetary system. With a whopping 318 times the mass of our home planet, it's more than twice the combined mass of all the other planets. In fact, almost everything else in our solar system pales in comparison to this behemoth. No, 9, the Great Red Spot. We've probably all heard of the Great Red Spot, even if we don't know much about it. But what exactly is it? Well, essentially, it's a gigantic, high-pressure storm that's been raging on Jupiter for at least 400 years. It was first sighted back in 1878, and it's big enough to swallow Earth's whole. More specifically, its diameter is about 30,000 kilometers wide, which is 13 times larger than our planet. Currently, the storm is shrinking at a rate of 110 meters per year. But despite this, it's still massive and continues to rage with speeds reaching 432 kilometers per hour. That's about 120 meters per second. And if anything or anyone was unfortunate enough to get caught up in those winds, they would be utterly crushed. Number 8. Strongest magnetic field. This is right up there with the Great Red Spot as one of Jupiter's most famous features. Its magnetic field is truly colossal, being 20,000 times stronger than Earth's protective magnetosphere. To put that into perspective, if Jupiter had the same magnetic strength as Earth, we could literally see it from space. However, while our magnetosphere shields us from dangerous cosmic rays, Jupiter's does quite the opposite. Because of its enormous size and powerful magnetic field, it traps deadly radiation from the sun and other sources, making it a hazardous place for spacecraft to navigate through. For example, NASA's Galileo probe discovered ionized hydrogen plumes near Jupiter's surface that emitted X-rays and extreme ultraviolet radiation. And unfortunately, these emissions posed a serious threat to the probe's sensitive equipment. So, to protect Galileo from being damaged, NASA had to perform a risky maneuver where they deorbited the spacecraft over Jupiter's atmosphere and intentionally crash-landed it into the planet. And although this may sound extreme, it was necessary because otherwise the intense radiation would have fried the probe's electronics and made it impossible to collect any meaningful data. Number 7. Liquid metallic hydrogen core. Here's something really interesting. Deep within Jupiter's colossal body lies a sea of liquid metallic hydrogen that is kept in a molten state by the immense pressure found at such depths. Normally, hydrogen exists as a colorless gas, but under the crushing pressures found deep inside Jupiter, it behaves like a superconducting metal. And this peculiar state of matter plays a crucial role in generating the planet's mighty magnetic field. It's believed that the movement of this metallic hydrogen, along with the rotation of Jupiter itself, creates electric currents that are responsible for the planet's powerful magnetism. Without this metallic hydrogen ocean, Jupiter wouldn't have the strong magnetic field it's known for. Number 6. Fastest rotation. Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet in our solar system, completing one full rotation once every 10 hours. Now, I'm sure you might be thinking, hey, that's not that fast, but let me put it into perspective for you. Here on Earth, it takes roughly 27 days for our planet to rotate once, so Jupiter spins almost 7 times faster than us. This rapid rotation has some pretty wild effects on the planet, such as flattening its poles and bulging out its equator. Imagine Earth spinning so fast that it would look more like a rugby ball than a sphere. That's what Jupiter looks like from certain angles, due to its insanely fast rotation. Number 5. Moon Factory. Jupiter is officially the moon king in our solar system, boasting an impressive collection of 95 known moons. Seriously, just take a moment to let that sink in. Some of these moons are pretty big too. Take Ganymede, for example. It's the largest moon in the entire solar system, even bigger than the planet Mercury. Then there's Io, a moon with a very active volcano. It erupts more frequently than any other body in our solar system, thanks to the gravitational tug-of-war between Jupiter and Io's neighboring moons. Talk about a hot spot. Altogether, Jupiter's moon collection is so diverse that it's like having its own little planetary system. There are moons of all shapes, sizes, and compositions orbiting this gas giant, making it a fascinating place to study. Number 4. Failed star. What if I told you that Jupiter could have been a star? Okay, maybe not a star in the traditional sense, but it could have become a brown dwarf instead. Brown dwarfs are basically objects that aren't quite stars, but also aren't planets. They kind of sit in the middle of the two. Now here's the deal. If Jupiter were about 80 times more massive, it would have been massive enough to ignite nuclear fusion. It's becoming what's known as a deuterium-burning world. Basically, it would have started to fuse deuterium atoms, which are heavier than regular hydrogen, into helium, just like our sun does. This process would have generated enough energy to make Jupiter shine like a star, except it wouldn't be a true star, since it wouldn't fuse regular hydrogen into helium. Instead, it would be more accurately classified as a failed star or a brown dwarf. Pretty cool, huh? It makes you wonder what else might be lurking in the depths of our universe that is just beyond our understanding. No. 3. Auroras brighter than Earth's. It's just like Earth-Jupiter has auroras, but they are way brighter and more extensive than ours. These auroras can stretch over 3,000 kilometers across, and they glow about 10 times brighter than our northern lights. But why are they so bright? Well, it's all about the interaction between the solar wind and Jupiter's massive magnetic field. The charged particles from the sun get funneled along Jupiter's magnetic field lines, and when they reach the planet S-poles, they interact with the atmosphere, causing the stunning auroral displays. These auroras are so bright that they can be seen even during the day, and they emit a range of colors from red to green to violet. Plus, they're super dynamic and can change shape and size in real time. Seeing these auroras through the eyes of NASA's Juno probe was truly breathtaking. They were captured in the ultraviolet spectrum, giving them a mesmerizing glow. And these auroras are not only beautiful, but also help scientists understand Jupiter's atmosphere and magnetic field better. By studying these amazing displays of light, researchers can learn more about how the solar wind interacts with the planet and its moons. Number 2. Planetary protector. Jupiter isn't just a massive gassy planet, it's also a bit of a hero. You see, it's like the bouncer of the solar system. It's keeping things nice and safe for the inner planets, including our dear old Earth. How does it do this, you ask? Well, it all has to do with its super strong gravity. It's the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter has a whopping 2.5 trillion kilometer cubed worth of gravity. That's 318 times the gravitational force of our Earth. This means that when asteroids or comets are cruising through the solar system and get a little too close to Jupiter, its gravity takes over and either pulls them into its colossal depths or sends them flying out of the system entirely. Talk about a galactic bodyguard. In fact, it's estimated that Jupiter's gravity deflects about 2,000 asteroids away from Earth each year. So we owe this big gassy planet a major thank you for keeping us safe from all those pesky space rocks. Without Jupiter looking out for us, we might be getting bombarded with asteroids left and right. So let's take a moment to appreciate this planetary bodyguard that's keeping us safe. 1. Juno mission revelations. NASA's Juno probe has been orbiting Jupiter since 2016, and it's taught us some. It's pretty mind-blowing stuff about this massive planet. Like, did you know that Jupiter has cyclones at its poles? Well, Juno spotted these swirling storms, and they're totally different from the ones we know on Earth. These cyclones are huge, lasting for years with speeds reaching 618 kilometers per hour. Plus, they're way bigger than the ones we've seen on Earth. And get this, they move around Jupiter's poles in a mysterious hexagonal shape. Who knew Jupiter's poles were so lively? But that's not all Juno has discovered. It's also found some pretty deep jet streams that are way stronger than anything we've seen on Earth. These bad boys go as deep as 3,000 kilometers below Jupiter's clouds, and they whip around at a whopping 644 kilometers per hour. And as for Jupiter's interior, Juno's magnetic field instruments have revealed a fuzzy core hidden beneath the thick clouds. This massive planet doesn't have the solid surface like Earth. Instead, it has a dense core surrounded by layers upon layers of liquid metallic hydrogen. Thanks to Juno, we're learning more about this mysterious planet than ever before. And who knows what other secrets it's hiding. Alright, folks, that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 mind-blowing facts about Jupiter. Did you learn something new? Were you shocked by any of these revelations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for more amazing space videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.